Hey y'all, welcome on back. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama, and if you see the red live box that is right here, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay. So comment the word banner again, because we're gonna make our second banner. So earlier this week, we made this patriotic banner that's hanging right behind me, and I intended to make the other one on my live, but I was missing a piece. So I cut that piece and we're gonna do the second part of that craft, okay? So say hey and do me a huge favor. Make sure you comment !notify just like this, no spaces, and add that exclamation point to get sent it to get a message the next time I go live. But I have my banners, hi Nancy, right here. So we're gonna go with this doily pattern. So obviously we used this one on the banner behind me a couple days ago. Now we're going to do the second one with the polka dots, okay? And I'm really excited about this one. So, yay! I went ahead and I painted, I had painted these the other night thinking I was going to do both banners, but y'all know. So let's paint our last piece. But pop on, say hello, comment the word banner, and let me pull up comments, and I'm going to pull up my white chalk paint. Hello, good morning. How is everybody doing? Hi, Lois. Hi, Lee. All right, I am going to spray a little bit of water in my chalk paint because mine is a little bit on the thicker side for whatever reason. Okay. I was a little nervous, Miss Connie, that it wasn't working. Good morning, Miss Donna. Donna, your truck was beautiful. I loved it. It looked so good in, oh my gosh. If I can shut it and shake it, that might be helpful. But it looks so pretty in the VIP group. I loved what you did with it. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lisa. I'm on the struggle bus this morning. I'm struggling this morning, y'all. Already. And I haven't been alive for 5 minutes. Hi, Paula. How are you? Hi, Sarah. Okay, so let's take our white chalk paint. We're going to do 2 coats of this. We'll clean up the edges, and then we're going to get to chalking, okay? So hang out with me till the end. Hit that heart button for me, and comment the word banner, and you'll get a message. Y'all, Boone is chasing flies. For some reason, I have a couple of flies just flying around my house, and he thinks it's so fun to chase them. Him and Tucker. All right. Let's dry this. Did I already get paint on me? Thank you for sprinkling. All right. Let's dry this and let's do a second coat. That's okay, Miss Debbie. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Lois. The fly catching over there is getting intense. He's like running around. Good morning, Miss Bambi. All right. Second coat, and then the chalking is about to begin. The fun part. So, the transfer I'm going to use is on sale. I want to say it's like, it's normally 16, but I want to say it's like 7 or 8. Maybe more. And then if you're a Perks member, it's even more off, which is awesome. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Denise. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. All right, let me wipe up my glass mat and my hands. Hi, Alexandria. One Alex to another. My name is Alex. So if y'all are new, hello. My name is Alex. I'm obviously with the Creative Llama. A little bit about me is I live in Texas, and a fun fact is I used to be a teacher. I taught for 11 years. Good morning, Miss Tammy. All right, let's dry this. And then we're going to clean up the edges. So do y'all see how I messily painted these the other night? We're going to clean up those edges so that they aren't showing. They're not white. Hi, Tonya. Hey, y'all, what's the weather like where you're at? Here in San Antonio, it's like gloomy and very dreary. I wish if it was like this, it would just rain. I hate when it looks like it's going to rain and then it never does. It's very frustrating. All right, let me wipe up my hands and we will get started. So I'm going to take a permanent marker. This is the Mr. Pen permanent marker. And I like this one better because it has a chiseled edge. And it's going to make it easier to clean up the paint on the edges, okay? So I'm just going to take my marker and clean it up. So do y'all see how that kind of makes it look a little bit more finished? Now, you could totally sand the edges if you wanted to. That is an option. But I find that the marker is super easy. 45 and very gloomy. Sunny here. Oh, Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl, where do you live again? I want to come there. All right, we're going to do the edges on all of these. Oh, Miss Bambi, that sounds wonderful too. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up the edges. This is a fun little tip if you're a messy painter like I am, to clean up the edges like so. It's very simple. And for some reason, anytime I do this, my hands shake. I don't know why. Good morning, Mary Jo. Georgia. Oh, that sounds so nice. All right. So we have 7 banners. So we have a large banner set, which is the one behind me. That red, white, and blue one. That one comes in a set of 5. And then I have the smaller one that comes in a set of 7. And this banner is going to say America. So if you want the supply list, comment the word banner. And I will send that to you. And just check your messenger. It'll go straight to your messenger. And if you don't see it, check your message request. Y'all, I just love this little tip. It just makes your piece look so much more finished. Hi, Chris. Hi, Paula. Sorry if my head is down or if you've asked any questions or anything like that. I'm not intentionally like ignoring you. I just want to get these done. Once I start chalking, I can chat a little bit easier. Okay. 2 more. I'm telling y'all, my hands are so shaky today. Probably because all I've had is an energy drink and no food. So that's on me. I'm not a breakfast eater. From New Hampshire. Hi, Courtney. Name of the marker again. It is permanent marker, Mr. Pen, fine chisel. It's linked in my Amazon storefront. Good morning, Bertha. I'm good. How are you? I am still suffering from like a horrible headache, y'all. I was supposed to get off my live, eat dinner, and go to sleep. That did not happen. I stayed up till 3 a.m. So, you know. Ooh. There we go. Okay, we're all done. Now, let's start chalking. So we're going to use this transfer. We're going to use the polka dot side, and we're going to do, oh my gosh, Candy Apple and Ocean Mist. I can't think this morning, just like last night. I couldn't talk. So, obviously, there's not an even number. So we have 7 pieces. So 4 are going to be red, 3 are going to be blue. Should we do more red or should we do more blue pieces? What do y'all think? I'm thinking more red. More red or more blue? Good morning, Cheryl. How are you? More red. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, my friend. Red, red, red. See, we're on the same page, y'all. So then let's start with the Ocean Mist. We'll start with the blue color first, and then we will do the other one. So I'm going to take my transfer. I'm going to fuzz it. And then we need to wax our surface. So fuzzing is just going to add a little bit of lint to the back to make it a little less sticky. That way the transfer, the stickiness doesn't pull up the color because we don't want that. Okay, so we fuzz. Let's pull out our wax and let's soften it up a little bit. I'm still not feeling the best, Miss Diane, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm just softening my wax with my heat tool. This is just going to make it a little bit easier to spread the wax. And remember, you can over wax, so don't put too much. A little goes a long way. So don't stress about that. Or just don't put too much wax. See, y'all, I can't even think today. Hi, Terry. I apologize that I'm like all over the place today. Alrighty. So we're gonna line this up the best that we can. And our transfer is a little bit bigger than the surface. I did that intentionally, that way this little hole right here won't be showing. So just give me a second, let me line this up. Hold on. There we go. All right, we're gonna push down and then we're gonna open our ocean mist. No need to apologize, thank you. I hope so. I hope I'm able to sleep tonight. I stayed up till about 3 a.m. last night, just going down rabbit holes on Google and TikTok and everything. Y'all, don't watch TikTok when you're trying to go to sleep. I'm just saying. Because then I never fall asleep and then I start, you know, watching all these videos and then I can't turn my brain off. Does that happen to anybody else? Either on Reels on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Woo, y'all, look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is. I love that. I know, Cheryl. I know. Tell me about it. Okay, I am going to clean this lightly just because if I go to place this onto my next surface, it's going to transfer that color, which isn't normally a big deal, but I don't want to mess it up if I don't place it correctly the first time. So I'm just going to take a baby wipe and wipe it up a little bit, just the front of it, and then we'll take our towel and wipe up the back. You're not by yourself. Yeah. See, I'm not the only one. I do it all the time. Like I'll get in bed at like 8 o'clock, like 8:45, 9, with the intention of like, okay, I'm going to be asleep by 10. And then it's like midnight and I'm just scrolling. I'm so bad. Yeah. And it's no wonder that my brain won't turn off because, you know, I'm sitting here watching videos and then, you know, I see a video that I have to admit, I'll see a video and then it'll scare me. I'm like, am I doing that? Is there something wrong with my taxes? Did I not get insurance on my car? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just saying. I'm a little bit of a mess. Okay. Oh, push that down. And here we go. Yes, all the time. Okay. Pull this across. We're going to take our ocean mist. Now you could do this in the color Cadet. You could also do this with the color of the month. Who saw the color of the month yesterday? So if you are new, Chalk comes out with a color of the month each month, and it's exclusive. And once it's gone, and it's a really pretty blue color. Okay. So let me explain. This one looks different than this one because for some reason, this cutout is a smidge smaller than this one. So it does have that hole right there, but we can paint that in. But I like that. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that on my file. I know, I'm so excited about the new blue. I'm just patiently waiting for mine to ship. All right, wipe the front. And then we're gonna wipe off the back and we're gonna do the last one. And then we'll fill in that little section with the blue here in a second. Okay. Yeah. I cut the wrong file. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. It's all good. All right, I need to make sure that this is as flat as y'all, I swear. I'm going to make sure this is as flat as possible because it is still wet. It's not super sticky. And when it's not super sticky or flat against your surface, you run the risk of it bleeding. So just make sure it's dry. And I can see right there, there's a little air bubble. So I'm going to try to pick up all that extra paste that's sitting on top. Bam. So let me show you what happened. Do y'all see right there at the top right here where it went off the edge? That's because there was an air bubble there. So that's what it means. But that's what I mean by bleeding. When there's an air bubble like that, your paste will not stay in the area that it's supposed to. So make sure it's completely flat, and all of that. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate it. Yeah, anytime you'll hit the follow button, the number, the bottom number does move. So, all righty, let's clean this transfer, and then we're going to do the red one. So scrub it, scrub, scrub, and then we're going to do the red ones, and then we're going to put it together. So don't go anywhere. Hit the heart button. Let me know where you're watching from. I am in Texas, and I'm in the San Antonio area. All right. We'll fix that little hole on the blue ones here in a second. Move this over here. So here's what we have so far. So remember, I told y'all that this cutout in the middle is a little bit smaller than the other ones because I clicked the wrong file. But we're going to paint in the edges here in just a little bit. So I'm going to put this over here. New Orleans. Ooh, Miss Tammy, I love New Orleans. From Minnesota, Nebraska, Alabama. And we'll do a giveaway. So if you're commenting where you're from, I will pick someone from the comments to win a mystery cutout from me. Okay, Florida. Hi, Denise. All right, here we go. Here's the red one. North Dakota. I can listen now. Rhode Island, Wisconsin, Michigan, Virginia, South Carolina. Hi, Elaine. All right, here we go. Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Is it actually called Almost Heaven? Is that what it's actually called? Hi, Kathy. All right, let me do this one and then we'll pick a winner. Kathy, I have not forgotten about your request for your invoice. I will send it to you. I promise. Yesterday was just an insane day with it being the first of the month. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get up all that extra paste that's on my transfer so I don't have to clean it in between each time, just to save on time. But I have to make sure that there's no paste buildup in any areas of the transfer. So I pasted. I'm going to go through. I'm going to pick up all the extra paste that's sitting on top. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about you, my friend, if you still want that stuff. Okay. Y'all, there's just something about candy apple that just makes me so happy. Hi, Marilyn. All right, so I think I got it cleared off so where I can line it up. Okay. The problem is it's really hard to see through with the red. So we'll do two at a time. So we'll clean it after this one. All right, I'm going to pick a winner. Y'all don't go anywhere. If you haven't told me where you're watching from, put it in the comments and I will pick a winner from the comments. Just a small way of saying thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for interacting. So there's that one. And let's clean St. Louis. Oh no, Miss Stephanie, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I mean, obviously not everything's okay, but I'm so sorry. You don't need to apologize for being late. All right, let's clean this transfer and then I'm going to pick a winner. I promise. So scrub the front. Turn it over. My church friend called. Oh, how exciting. Yay. That's good news. That's a good cry then, right? Hi from Indiana. Hi, Lori. Hi, Nicole. If you are new here, I see lots of, not familiar, I see lots of new names or new faces. If you are new here, let me know that you're new. We're going to pick a winner just in 1 second to win some Happy Mail. All right, here we go. I'm going to scroll 1, 2, 3. Tonya McKay, and we'll pick another one. 1, 2, 3. And Denise Marie. Tonya McKay and Denise Marie. If y'all are here, say here. And then y'all don't go anywhere because at the end, I'm going to do another giveaway, okay? I will do 2 more. Alrighty. Here we go. Last 2 banners, and then y'all, it's going to be time to put it together. And then we'll be done. Hi, Helen. So I see Miss Tonya. Is Miss Denise here? Denise Marie. All right, make sure you know that this is completely flat. And cover up all that white space underneath. All right. And peel. Miss Tonya, please send me a message to the page saying like, hey, I won. And then after my live, what I will do is I will send you a form to fill out. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Lori. I will send you a form to fill out to collect your info because I had a little mishap with my list from before. So I know I owe people giveaways, but I don't know what happened. I don't have the list any longer. I know. The candy apple is my favorite, and cherry. I like cherry and candy apple. All right. Here we go. Boom. It's a little crooked. That's okay, though. We're not going to worry about it. You won't be able to tell when we hang it up, right? Hi, Marcia. Denise Marie. Denise Marie. Different Denise. All right, scrub the front. Turn it over. We're going to scrub the back. Hi, Linda. And then we're going to clean this up. The tough part is you got to be on in order to win. So if I call your name and you're not here, you don't get the prize because you got to hang out. All right. That looks nice and clean. We're going to put this to the side. Let's put it back on its backer and we're going to dry everything. And then now we're going to put our banner together. So close all of this up. Sorry, y'all. Real life over here. All right, let's dry. And let's pull these out. I actually think I'm going to keep the little circles, boom, Tucker, in on the pieces. We're just gonna keep it. Now, they do come with holes already cut in them. Okay, so this is the small set. We made this banner, this big banner, a couple days ago, and I'm obsessed with that. Thanks, Mary Jo. I think so too. Now, the only bugger is that I was gonna use beads, right? My only bugger is that I don't have a blue bead that matches that. So should we just do red and white, or should we just do white only? I know. It's not, Lisa. This is the color Ocean Mist. This is Ocean Mist. I don't have the new color yet, unfortunately. I'm hoping that it will ship today. But if you want the supply list, if you want, oh no, Miss Denise, I totally understand, my friend. That's fine. Denise, just send me a message saying like, hey, I won, and then I will send you a form, like a private form to fill out. That way I have your info and I can send you your Happy Meal if you want it. Yeah, I'm thinking just white. I was hoping, I looked through all my beads and I don't have that color blue. I'm gonna have to find some. Yeah, just white. Okay, there we go. And I was gonna use a smaller, is it in here? Oh, yes. I'm gonna use a thinner twine. So typically I use, hold on, I'm trying to show y'all. Typically I use like this thick, but I'm gonna use a thinner twine just to make it a little bit easier. Well, yeah, I totally could use some blue ribbon. I just don't have ribbon that color. I'm trying to think, do I want to do the thick twine or the thin twine? The thing is, like, this is so thin. What do y'all think? Thick or thin? I know I ask y'all questions all the time, but I think the thick twine will hold up better with the weight, right? Okay, so we are going to just use white beads. Now I get, so okay, here's the thing. At Christmas time at Walmart, they do beaded garlands. They have white, red, black, silver, gold. I know, Lisa, I thought about that. So I get a lot of my beads at Christmas time from Walmart. I just take them off the string and I put them in a bag. So that way I don't have to paint them or like buy them from Amazon, and you get a ton of them in the pack. So I highly suggest, if, you know what, I'm not done. What am I doing? What time did I start? 9:45, y'all. I don't even know what I can't even think today. I'm so sorry. We got a whole nother thing to do. I'm just over here, just starting. We're going to use the word, we're going to put the word America on here. I'm so sorry. That's how you buy your beads. Yeah. So these are chockable shapes that go with this Land of the Free transfer. This one is not on sale, but you can get it. But if you're a Perks member, you can get 30% off of everything, including the shapes and all of that. So it comes with the banner, the eagle, the stars, but I'm just going to use America, and we're going to chalk on these, and then we will glue it and we'll be done. Oh, I knew I was missing something. Oh my gosh. I apologize if this is your first time watching me. I don't feel well. So I wanted to still come on and hang out with y'all. So let's cut this, and then okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm a disaster today. I do the same. Also buy them at Hobby. Ooh, that's a good idea. I didn't realize Hobby Lobby did that. All right, let's fuzz. Should we do our letters in black? Should we do them in black? Or the opposite of the colors? So like we'll do like red letter on here, blue letter on here. Black or opposite colors. But I'm going to fuzz. Don't be, I know, Alexandria. I'm just having a hard couple of days. Cadet, we could do cadet. We could do a dark blue, opposite. I had a feeling you were going to say that. So we have cadet, or we could do midnight, which is an old color of the month. Cadet. Thanks, Mary Jo. I appreciate it. Normally I'm like way more upbeat and like all of that, but you know, life. I'm fuzzing this extremely well. I wish I could miss Chris, but I've got orders to cut. Because I wasn't able to work a whole lot last week due to personal reasons, I have to work today. So what did we decide? Cadet or midnight? So cadet is more of like a bright blue. Midnight is a retired color, but it's more of like a navy dark blue. What do y'all think? Cadet. Okay. Cheryl's like sticking with cadet. She's like, do cadet. Good morning, Miss Darlene. We're going to do all of these at the same time. Cadet, cadet, cadet. All right. Well, maybe we won't. No, unfortunately, we're going to have to do these individually. Hold on, y'all. I'm having a hard time lining this up. Cadet. Okay, we'll do cadet. Now, you can make the color midnight just using cadet. There we go. Using cadet and black to make this color. This was an old color of the month. So, we're just going to do all of these the same color just to keep it easy. So there's the C. Here's the I. But these are chalkable shapes. So let's say I put this color on here and I don't like it. I can wash off the paste and do it again, which is a big reason why I like the chalkable shapes. Is because a lot of times when we craft, things don't turn out, you know, the way that we thought they would. All right, I'm gonna have to do the R separately. The E, the M. We're gonna have to do the M separately. Let's do the A. Flip it over. I do that, Miss Fatima, but it never lines up the way that I want it to. I always struggle with it, so that is an option though. That is an absolute option for sure. It just never works for me. It always ends up like crooked. All right, so I'm gonna go in with cadet. This is a really pretty light blue. Like, oh my gosh. Y'all, I need sleep. I can't even talk. I mean, I can't talk on a normal basis, but it's even worse when I am not sleeping. Thank you for sprinkling. This is a really pretty blue color. So let's get this on here. Let's chalk these. And then we'll do the other two letters. We'll glue this and then we'll put our banner together really quickly. Okay. Thank you for sprinkling. Please hit the heart button, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, even though I'm having an off day, off couple of days, but thanks for hanging out. It means a lot. It means a heck of a lot. All right, picking up all that extra, getting all of that extra paste off the transfer because we don't want it to look fuzzy. Okay. And we're going to peel. Bam. So pretty. I love this color. The C. I. E. Before I put my fingers in it. Thanks. A. And let's do the M and the R. And then we will be set. So we're going to set that down. We're going to put the R underneath. Try my best not to get the blue on the R. All right, push down. And here we go. Simple enough, easy enough. And like I said, if you don't like the color, you can wash them and do them differently. So if you like wanted to do the opposite colors, like I had mentioned earlier, you could totally do that. All right. Throw that over here. Thanks, Janice. So mine bled a little bit. We can clean that up. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this on its backer sheet over here, and I will clean it after my live just for time purposes. I've got 10 minutes to dry, glue, and put this bad boy together. Okay. Practice, Miss Fatima, lots of practice. Remember, I do this every day for the most part. So I've had lots of practice. Lori, it is easy. You just got to practice. I know, but like how lame is it that someone tells you, like, just practice? I've been doing this almost every day for close to 4 years. So just keep that in mind. We want to get these dry. We'll clean up the M and the R a little bit. And then we'll glue. That's funny, Janice. All right, that's dry. We are going to take our detail tool, and I am just going to scrub lightly off the blue, and it's fixed. Okay, this is another tool if you don't have, you need to grab it. It's great when you're working on a chalkboard surface like this one to kind of lightly scrub and get the chalk where you don't want it. I'm just going to take a baby wipe and wipe it up, and we're good. Hi, Barbara. All right, close this up. Set this to the side. Let's pull this out and let's glue. So we have A, M, E, R. Do I have all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I hope. Y'all, what if I got through this whole project and I don't have all the pieces I need? That would probably, you know, be par for the course with me. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is kind of glue it up towards more to the top to cover up that circle looking spot. Y'all, I really hope I have enough. Good morning. How are you? Okay. M. I know, I love my detail tool. I'm using Stick Fast glue. This is linked in my Amazon storefront. It's my favorite glue to use with cutouts, A-M-E. I know how to spell America, I promise. But knowing me, I will misspell it because I'm in a hurry. E. R. I think so too, Miss Linda. Ooh, I got a lot there. Oh, well. R. I. If you're just jumping on, say hey and comment the word banner. When you comment that word, you will get a message from me with our supply list. It includes the cutouts, everything I'm using, transfers, all of that. Glue this. Okay. We got 7 minutes. We can do this. Yes, so it's called Stick Fast glue, and there's a thin and a thick version, and I get the thick version. I love, 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 love this glue. Just don't spill it because it's a mess to clean up. I spilled it all over my desk, all over my hands, and it was a mess. I had glue everywhere for days. Alrighty, so I'm trying to think. Do we want to do beads? Yes. We're going to do 3 beads in between. I got to do this fast. Okay, so don't come at me. I know I could tape it, but I'm not going to. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to thread through the front and open this. There we go. Okay. 3 beads. I can't use the stick fast glue without gluing my hands. Thanks for filling it. Thanks for the filling it off. Oh yeah. I also like to use these to apply the glue. These little sponge brushes, they're great for applying the glue. Or you could use like a makeup sponge and tap it on the back. That might be helpful. Got you, Miss Lee. I got it. I will work on that. Thank you. You ordered both of them? Well, thank you. I probably should have used... Oh, Lord, y'all, this is not long enough. I got 4 minutes. I'm hurrying. If you're like, why are you like in such a hurry? It's because I'm presenting for Craft Around the Clock, which is an awesome craft. Y'all, how did I do that? Oh my God. I totally didn't even thread it through the other side. I'm presenting for Craft Around the Clock, so I want to be respectful of somebody else's time. I think we need this to be way longer. So I'm hurrying as fast as I can. Hi, Dee. So tell me in the comments which banner is your favorite. Is it the doily one behind me or is it the America one? Which one is your fave? Okay, so we're going to thread these through. The America, love them both. Both. Wow, y'all like this one more. I'm shocked. I can't decide you love them both. Okay. You like the style of the doily? Yeah. I mean, I like both of them. I guess we got to see what this one looks like in the end. Because this could be, you know, a hot flippin' mess. Which would be par for the course with this live today. Hi, Marcia. The doilies. I love them both, but I think they'll... Ooh, really? I really thought y'all would like the other one better. Now, the beads are optional. You don't have to add the beads, obviously. You don't even have to add the word America if you don't want to. This is just for inspo. E. You know, y'all, I thought this would be so much faster in my head, but it is not. E. Love the doily one, but both are very pretty. Doily might have to switch when this one is done. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we need 3. We're almost there. So I got my beads from Walmart. R. Okay. 3 beads. Thanks, Fatima. Thank you. Probably had I felt better, I was going to say, had I felt better, I probably wouldn't have been so scattered. But we all know me. We know that I'm scattered. I probably should have done a couple. I'm glad I painted. I'm glad. Oh, gosh, y'all. I thought I messed up. I'm glad I painted majority of the banners a couple days ago. Because if we had to paint these and do 2 coats, we definitely would be over time. I mean, I'm going to be over time now. All right, 2 more. 3. Thanks, Dee, for popping on. I appreciate it. I misspelled America. No one told me. caught it. I caught my mistake this time. Oh. OMG. Fratima. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate you correcting me. I always want to know how to pronounce y'all's names the correct way. So I appreciate you telling me. Sincerely, I do. Girl, it's been a rough it's been a rough like 2 weeks. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a rough 2 weeks. Thanks, Marsha. Okay. See? We're there. We're almost there. This dang twine. Okay, last set of beads. Thanks for being here. Y'all hit the heart button for me. As soon as I put this last one on, I will hold it up and we'll be done and we'll pick our winner. Oh my gosh. So, comment, because I will use my comment picker to select the winner. And of course, it's just not enough space. So I'm gonna move everything, move this down, move that, move this, move this. There we go. Cut this off and we're gonna loop this through. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's like fraying like crazy. I have to move it again. Hold on. There we go. Maybe. Just barely. Just barely enough. But let me hold this up. That way I can pop off, I can get off and y'all can go on your merry way. So here, look how cute that is. Here's this one. Oh, no, this way. What do y'all think? It's kind of hard to get the whole thing. This is adorable. OMG. Okay, which one's your favorite now? I love this. Okay, so comment the word banner. Go check your messenger. Go grab the transfers. The doily pattern, this one is on sale. It's on sale. And go grab the Land of the Free, this one. Go grab that one. And then go grab your banner cutouts. And you can make this banner and this banner with both transfers. Both of them, I like them both. I really like the white beads on this one. I love this. Linda, you like this one the best? All right, I'm gonna mess with it so I can hang it behind me. Now you think the America won. Yep. All right, let's pick a winner. So comment, hit the heart button, sprinkle the video, comment the word banner for me. Let me refresh this. We're gonna pick a winner. Give me 1 second. I agree, the white beads, yeah. It kind of makes me want to add like red, white, and blue beads on the other one. Okay, filter, make sure you like the post, because if you don't like it, your name's gonna be filtered out. Get comments, here we go. Doilies are your style. Yeah, I like these. I do like these. They're like, they look like they're different styles. All right, hold on. Couple more. And there are 222 comments that are entered, and we are gonna pick a name. There we go. Fatima Romero. Fatima. Fatima. I think I'm saying that right this time. Fatima Romero, are you here? But here's our project, y'all. I'm obsessed with this. I am really like how this turned out today. Yes, that's exactly what it reminds me of. So I'll hang that behind me later today. Thanks, Mary Agnes. I appreciate that. Still love them both. Message me. You can, Miss Michelle, but they're not perfect by any means. Fatima, you are today's winner. So please send me a message to the page saying, hey, I won, and I will get a form sent to you. I'll get a form sent to you. That way I can collect your information and keep it in a safe place so I don't lose it. Yes, you can hang these outside. I would spray them with like polyurethane spray or like Krylon spray. Give it a clear coat so that way the elements don't mess it up, okay? All right, y'all. I'm hopefully going to be on tomorrow. No promises. But y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you hit the follow button for me. And make sure before you go, make sure you're signed up for live notifications. All you have to do is comment !notify all together. And that will get you signed up to get a message via Facebook next time I'm live, okay? I would do both. I understand, Miss Linda. But y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.